He holds a MBBS degree from the University of California. He is an honorary senior lecturer of Faculty of Medicine, Colombo. He serves as a consultant in family medicine. He is currently the chairman of the Health and Nutrition Committee of the OPA, the committee that is helped me to organize this seminar. It's my committee. He will speak on physical activities and aging. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Sanath Hettige.
My main topic today is physical activity and aging. But as the chairman of Health and Nutrition Committee, I would like to summarize the things that got talked today. A short summary of how to reduce aging process. But I mainly concentrate on physical activity. We all people, we are aging. You can't stop. But there are two things. There is the chronological age, which we can't stop. It's according to the calendar. And then we have a biological age, right? The biological age we can reduce. And if we take our chronological age and the biological age may not match. Certain people, even they are 50, their biological age may be around 40. Or some people, maybe who are young diabetics, who are 40, their biological age may be about 50 or 60, right? So if you want, there are several new tests which you can do to see what is your actual biological age, like my DNA test. So you can see the dehydration pattern of your genes and see your actual age. And there are certain procedures which you can follow. And there are certain institutions in the world you can go and you can spend time about 1 to 2 months, 3 months, and you can repeat the test and you can see that your biological age can come down, right? So there are so many things like that. So if you want to stop aging, there are 3 main areas which you can consider. One thing is proper dietary habits, that was talked here. You have to maintain ideal weight, and there are certain food supplements which has proven to reduce aging. For example, things like watermelon, strawberries, which has nitrous oxide compounds, which helps in transmission of certain key components in our body. And if you take those type of food, like they say beetroot, drinking some beetroot is very good, because there are certain, so there are, actually my main topic is not the dietary, so I don't go into depth, but we as a Health and Nutrition Committee will have in-depth talk on the diet. So diet, ideal body weight is very important, and they have now realized fasting and having a low diet will help to reduce your biological age, right? The other thing is physical activity, which I am going to talk to you in depth. The other most important thing as we age is early detection of our illnesses. Now, we must not wait till we get diabetics. We must, that is the end point, right? We have to screen ourselves early at the ages of 20 or even 30 and find out if you are going to develop diabetes or if you are going to get hypertension. What's our cholesterol levels? Are we going to get fatty liver? So diagnose yourself early and take necessary measures to prevent you getting them. Because once you got them, that is the end point. So that is the most key important thing, is to do testing early and detect if you are going to get a disease and get it cured. Because once you get a chronic disease, then of course you are going to age fast. And of course, the other thing is there are biological supplements now which have come, with some research have shown, which can reduce aging. So those are the things, but I don't have time to go deep into that. Our earlier speakers also talked about this. But I will now come to my main topic, physical activity and aging. If you ask me, what are the three main things that will reduce aging process? Number one, I will say is physical activity. Number two is, I will say is physical activity. Number three, I say it's physical activity. Because physical activity is the most important thing to reduce aging process. That has been proven and endorsed by the World Health Organization. Regular physical activity is one of the most important things for health. Okay? Regular physical activity can prevent or delay main health problem that comes with age. It helps muscle grow stronger so that one can keep doing their day-to-day activities without depending on others. Continuous physical activity is the most important thing for longevity. The strength and duration of exercise will vary according to the age and existing physical conditions. So, exercise is not only the exercise, you see. It gives various health benefits. Let me describe. Now, if you take exercise, there are two main type of exercises we do. That is isometric and isotonic, right? Actually, let me describe what isotonic first. Isotonic exercises are cardiac exercises like running, walking, cycling, swimming, which will strengthen your heart, which will improve your heart. Right? When you do regular isotonic exercises, the ejection fraction, the amount of blood that is pumped per heartbeat will increase. That is why when you do regular exercises for a long time, your heart rate reduces. Right? So do regular exercises daily to strengthen your cardiovascular system. With my experience, more than 30 years as a general practice, I have seen the best way of the moderate exercise is brisk walking. Nothing else but brisk walking. That helps to tone your heart and improves your cardiac function. Because as we age, we know, we get atherosclerosis, whether we like or not, right? But when you do what you call the exercise, you get collateral circulation. If your vessel is blocked somewhere, you get a small collateral, you get another vessel coming and growing and supplying the part which is not blocked. So those things improve with exercise. So remember to do brisk walking at least half to 1 hour a day. You must do this walking when you are in the fasting state. If you do the walking in the fasting state, what happens is the fat deposits in your liver or the arteries will come out and they will be utilized as energy. Right? So that is very important. Normally, when you start walking, the first maybe half an hour we use glycogen which is stored in our liver as energy. Because if you run, we need energy. So the two sources of energy is fatty acids and glucose. Right? So glucose is stored in the liver. So when you first half an hour, the amount of glycogen stored is over. The second half an hour only, the fat deposits in our liver will get burned out. So it's important at least to do about 1 hour of brisk walk. But I know everybody can't do this because you have to start gradually. If you have not walked, please don't go and walk for 1 hour. You have to do it gradually. Because your heart has to get accustomed. If you have not walked, walk for 10 minutes, then for 20 minutes, and then gradually increase. Right? Then, when you gradually increase your walking, you see these, your all vessels, which is blocked vessels, everything get clear. One of the reasons why we get age is atherosclerosis. One of the main reasons. That is, the supply of blood to our vital organs are reduced because of the artery narrowing. So if you do brisk walking for 1 hour every day, right, you can reduce this atherosclerosis. But don't wait until you are too late, too early to do, but do that, the brisk walking is so that is what mean by isotonic exercises. So swimming is another very good exercise if you can indulge, because if you have atherosclerosis, osteoarthritis, some people can't walk. So swimming is the best thing. I don't know how of you are able to use swimming pools, but in the modern world, because it's gravity zero, swimming is one of the very good exercises that you can do, or otherwise simple walking or cycling or those other things that is do. So now we will come to So this is what I did. Regular moderate exercise burns fat. If you run fast, you are not going to burn fat. You are going to burn the glucose which is stored. Because fat can't give quick energy. If you need quick energy, it is the glucose that is used. So if you want to burn fat, you have to do regular moderate exercises like walking to burn your fat. Our body is very, very intelligent. They have done research, right? They have done research for people, say, they walk, say, in the evening around 5 o'clock, they used to walk for about 2 to 3 miles, right? So if you check their fatty acid levels in their blood, by about 2-3 it is high than other people. The body knows, okay, this man is going to walk. So here I am giving the fatty acids, you see. So like that, the body understands. So that is a very important of. And another thing I would like to say, a lot of us has fatty liver, don't we? A lot of people have fatty liver today. That is because when we eat, the fat is first deposited in the liver, all the food goes to the liver and get distributed. So we need to get this fat out. For that also, we need, as I said, the fat will burn after the first 30 minutes. So regular exercise of 1 hour is the best way that you can take fat out of the liver. For a lot of fatty liver patients, if we have relations, tell them. And do it when they are fasting. Because when they are fasting, the glucose is still low. But you can take any drinks, you can take liquids, but don't take sugar. Vigorous exercises burn more glycogen than fat. Okay. Regular moderate exercise more than 1 hour. Fatty liver is also a problem, lot of things that the adult population have. Okay, then I talk about isometric exercise. What is isometric exercise? That is the strength training exercise. Say lifting weight, that is called isotonic exercise. Or if you push something like this, like best thing is lifting weight. Then you develop your muscle. That is also very, very important for the aging population or even for young people. You must develop your muscle mass. Because as we age, our muscle mass reduces because our growth hormone levels, then our testosterone level and certain hormones reduces. Therefore, our the amount of fat, the muscles in our body is less. You can see old people, you know the weight chart, you are thin, then you go weight up, and when you are 70s, 80s again, your weight reduces. That is because, so you have to strengthen your muscle system, right? It's very simple. Just take a small dumbbell, just do like this, or do like this, whatever exercise you can do. There are a lot of things in books, the strength training, do that. Then you develop your muscles. And even especially for diabetic patients, muscle development is very important because muscle is very hungry for glucose. So if you are a diabetic, if you develop muscles, the muscle will burn out the glucose. So it's very important to develop. So you have to develop You have to do isotonic and isometric both. I've seen people in the gym or only lifting weights. That is not good because then your heart can't pump enough blood to support your muscle. So both type of exercises are very important because with age you reduce your balance, right? So if you have the muscles, you can maintain the balance, right? So one type of exercises which you have to do is say standing from one leg like this or the other leg like this. So you maintain your balance weight because that you have to do it, start early. And what I always say is old people do like this, wait for some time, go down, do like this, come down. So, and the other thing is sit in the chair and get up, sit again, get up, sit again. Those are things, I mean, I can't go into depth because of the time, but those are the things that is very, very helpful to do. Now, those days we used to say, Amma Tata, don't work, you have worked enough. Then that is wrong. You must tell them to work according to their capacity. The more you work, only more you become healthy. Our body is very, very, very intelligent. If we don't work and if you are sleeping, our body knows that you are not working. You can see now in hospitals when we have patients, bedridden patients, their urine contains a lot of calcium carbonate, calcium phosphate, everything. All the bones get dissolved and passed with urine, right? This is called disuse atrophy. See, if you put a plaster to our hand, what will happen? The hand get reduces. Not because it's tough, because we are not using the hand. If you don't see, if you close our eyes and wait for some time, we get blind. So our body knows that we are not working. When we are working only, the body supports for us to go ahead, right? So that's a very, very important thing. Anyway, this is not my topic, but even sexual activity is very, very important until you can. Because one of the main reasons why we have been kept is to propagate our So when you are sexually active, the body gives all other supports in the body to maintain. So they have shown theoretically that people who are sexually active lives more. Right? That's not my thing, but okay. So now you must see how much of exercises you can do, and you can't have guidelines, but you must see how much of exercises that you will be able. Now these are some guidelines. Adults age 55, at least 150 of moderate intensity per week, right? So these things depends on you. I mean, these are some guidelines given. Walking or hiking, some form of yoga, some yard work such as bicycle riding, these are I just took from that. Yes, certain research suggests that moderate to intense exercise may slow aging by 10 years. It's not a thing. Aging is the most important thing. Right? Benefits of cardiovascular system, it increases the ejection fraction, develops collateral circulation, improves peripheral circulation. So that is why it improves the cardiac function. I talked about that. Okay, that's all I want to tell you. I hope you got the idea. The main thing is do physical activity. Best thing is walking at least 1 hour per day, and that will give you long life. Thank you.